Welcome to the Outside the Box video journal, our loving area of the box that we sometimes need to step outside of to solve key problems. Are you anxious, depressed, and/or lonely? Would you like a much better world to live in? Do you want to prevent the AI uprising? If yes to any of that, then join the spirit wave to help remedy your discomfort. The greatest story barely told, which must become the greatest story boldly told, is the central theme of the spirit wave. In a nutshell, reality is whatever happens, so pure power itself. Reality is demonstrably the all-powerful being, as proven by the fact that none of us can defy reality, because we, including our free will, are a part of reality. Pure power is naturally pure stability, which is pure balance. The path to power is the path to powerlessness in a balanced reality. Due to the seamless nature of reality, you are that pure power. That story is an irrefutably demonstrable fact. So not just fiction, opinion, philosophy, or religion. The spirit wave unavoidably forces society to redefine dominance in a way that ends the absurdly, aggressively competitive consolidation of individual power. So it basically ends greed, poverty, and war. It also demonstrates how powerful and universally connected you truly are, instead of always being isolated and trapped by the definitions of your mind. Help powerfully grow awareness of the spirit wave now. Like, subscribe, respectfully comment, and overall share this content wherever you righteously can. In addition to turning up the social volume knob, we need to turn up the financial volume knob. Become a special tips subscriber for only $1 yearly, not monthly, yearly. Tip subbing is a simple PayPal subscription to automate a yearly tip. The surprisingly and innovatively low $1 yearly price is not the result of a lacking confidence in the spirit wave, nor is it a poor business decision. To the contrary, spirit wave can apply to anyone, so has a powerfully broad reach. Since there is no financial greed here, the wonderfully inviting low price strongly encourages you and many like you to promptly tip sub as soon as possible for our benefit. $1 yearly will always be the price because $1 represents the power of the individual. By itself, it does not buy much. But when enough of you tip sub, e.g. 100,000, a million, or whatever you all want otherwise, that is solid yearly purchasing power for our critical spirit wave rippling. While being financially beautifully easy for you, a rare relief of a price during these inflationary times. While you can cancel your tip sub at any time, the odds of you ever doing so are seriously low, given how likely busy you are in life in conjunction with the wonderfully low nature of the tip sub price here. That means the spirit wave likely benefits from that yearly money basically forever. Win. Tip sub today. Easily select the longest and arguably ugliest link in the description to become a special tip subber now, or wait until this video ends. Only tip subbers are eligible to win contest prizes via drawings, and the sooner you tip sub, the better chance you have of winning, because the drawing is generally weighted by seniority. So tip subscribe now to reserve your better spot. The more tip subbers, the better the prizes, if that fails to go without saying. Tip subbing is why I'm not telling you about today's sponsor that you probably already know about. Examples include some VPN, mobile game, nutrition drink, and or so on. So again, for proper emphasis, tip sub today for our mutual benefit. With the opening spiel done, we move on to the main thrust. Like an improvising musician on stage, I will speak on the fly, guided partly by my basic notes, in tune with whatever the spirit wave calls for. If you see a brief disruption in the smoothly flowing visuals, that is where I edited something out because it drifts wrongly. Okay, so here we are, and just so you know, the visuals are random. There's only 50 images that the system allows at once, so they repeat, but I am always switching the 50 around, and it keeps it a little bit interesting, but there's no timing on an intention on my part. So whatever image you see, wherever it lands, it just lands. Now, excuse me, I need some throat comfort tea. Hold on a second. Cheers. The world that we live in has a problem, doesn't it? It has a lot of problems, but let's just try to focus a little bit here. I was watching a video recently, an independent media video, about how all these billionaires, these multi-billionaires, are passing down billions of dollars to all these younger people under 30. Right, we have a global aristocracy here in the United States. There's massive wealth consolidation. I mean, just absolutely unprecedented in all of human history, without a doubt. And it's running amok. I mean, it's just completely continuing. The purchasing power of the American dollar for most of us just keeps going down and down and down. And the millionaires of the 80s become the billionaires of today. That's how they deal with inflation, while people with fixed incomes are getting crushed miserably. And then we have this thing called artificial intelligence. And what it's already doing is taking away thousands of jobs. Basically, if you've got a computer for a job, you're in the target site for that technology in the not too distant future, and already right now. So what's happening is more people are losing their job, and the question is simple: where else are they going to get a job? Right? As AI over the coming century, let's give it a century, 100 years of AI development with robotics and stuff. And that's right around the corner for us. As a species, it's right around the corner. Even if it's 200 years, it's right around the corner for us. So we really need to kind of have a plan here. Because what's happening is very simple. AI will continue to eat up jobs. Okay, there are 8 billion people on the planet, and more of those people are not going to be able to find work. And then they won't be able to make money. And then they won't be able to buy bread. And if you ask any intellectual out there, they will tell you that if you want a violent revolution, then make sure that enough people can't afford bread. Okay? So what we're looking at here, unless there's another level of human leverage above the AI that allows 8 billion people basically to still secure enough money to buy bread, what we're looking at here is a massive wave of starvation as we proceed towards the coming century. And that's not, I don't see any way around that right now. The AI companies have formed the ITC. I think it's a consortium of some kind, but it is there to try to look at the idea of AI taking jobs and what does that mean. And that's certainly a positive step. We obviously want to kind of keep this in mind, because here's what's happening based on the current trajectory. AI is going to advance rapidly and aggressively over the coming century. There's simply no way around that because of its predominant role in military. So for the foreseeable future, AI will be aggressively advanced, and so will robotics. We are watching as the tidal wave of AI has already started. It's already taken away thousands of jobs. It's designed a $1 million sports car called the Zinger the CZINGER. You can look that up. So it's already doing incredible things. I love what it's doing for art. Obviously, all these slides, I didn't make those myself, although I did cherry pick the images that I liked carefully. I brought them into Photoshop. I did some image work there just to kind of make sure that the eye settles on them restfully, because that's the vibe that I want to go here when growing this channel. I want anyone to predominantly come here when they need to heal their mind. And yeah, we're talking about tough subjects here, but we all need to do that. It's scary because there's no answer to it right now. The AI is continuing to advance. It's going to take away more entry-level jobs. So the younger generations are going to try to transition into careers and find that much more difficult to do. And what's going to happen? People can't buy bread. And that means more people can't buy bread. Starvation on an epic level, unfortunately, all around the world. And that's the path we're on. And there's really only one way to solve that problem. Okay? And that's what the Spirit Wave is all about. That's what this YouTube channel is basically all about, the solution. We have an aristocracy that continues to battle it out via dominance, to get more money, to have more leverage, more bragging rights, whatever it is they're doing. But it's all about consolidating power. Now, what I want you to tell me in the comments is, give me a way. How are you going to stop that? We have plenty of resources on this planet. If 8 billion people can't afford bread, you think that all the wealthy people combined with trillions of dollars of leverage can't help us all out with that? Obviously they can. Obviously they could transition into a mindset that is far more beneficial for society at large. But they're obviously never doing that in all of human history. They've never done that. And they're not doing it now. They're just using the technological leverage. So how are we going to resolve this, folks? Because it's not going anywhere. I sit here dealing with more audio issues, but let's see if we can do it here. Let's see if I can try to get this out, but it may not work. It may be something where I'm just stuck here. Maybe I'm stuck. Maybe this is the end of the video. I don't know. All right, let's see here. So the Spirit Wave actually solves this problem, and it does it very smoothly and easily for us. This is what we're building up to. There's a bona fide answer to this, and you've already heard it in the first 5 minutes of this video in the opening spiel. The greatest story barely told. If you examine that story, you will find the answer. The demonstrable supremacy of might makes right. Irrefutably demonstrable supremacy of might makes right, which makes power consolidation pitifully idiotic. That's the answer. The aristocracy needs to stop being what they are and to adapt accordingly, and they have all the leverage to do it. It doesn't have to be a violent revolution, because violent revolutions don't work. They just replace one group of people in power with another group of people in power, and it's the environment of power that shapes their decisions. And I have so much more to say on this, but again, right now, the focus is on getting strength to this channel. There are not enough views, there's not enough likes, there's not enough subscribes, and tip subscribers. We need all of it. So I'm going to focus on that. I did find a YouTube channel. I forgot. I want to give a shout out. I'll do that in the next episode. But I found some really good advice on how to improve the social situation of this channel. And I'm going to continue to try to focus on the vibe here. I've got, again, more space mixes, tribute space mixes coming out. We have on April 19th, I'm gonna be focusing on live streaming soon. Any day now, I'll be doing some live streaming. I just like to play video game pinball with some tribute space mixes in the background. Do that kind of shit. So if you're around for that, hang out. But I'm just trying to get into a groove here and get into a firm press to get this done right. I want this channel to be a place that you come to once a week, just for like roughly a half an hour, not even if you don't want to, but I designed the audio and the visuals here to soothe your mind in a way that nobody else is doing right now, because, well, I'm the only one who can do the audio technique, because I've been paving this path for roughly a decade. So if you want this kind of content, this is the place to get it. I try to post one outside the box video journal entry a week, and I try to post a tribute space mix a week. So that gives you enough content to add to all the rest of the content that you're consuming out there. The Spirit Wave is very deep. It goes fundamentally deep. It's purely rational, and it's a story you don't want to miss. It really is. It's an adventure that you don't want to miss, and it's going to help your children, your grandchildren. It helps us all.